November 28, 2016, 9:15 and 25 seconds p.m.
That's fine on one.
Hello?
Hello.
I would like to confess to a murder.
Okay. Well, so where are you?
I actually, I'm on a street, in Montreal. I don't know where that street is.
Well, you need to know if you want me to send somebody.
Yeah, that's true, Wayne.
Meryl Glady y Dave Rogers fueron a la misma preparatoria. Se casaron en 1982 en Ottawa, donde vivían. Dave era un reportero y Meryl una funcionaria pública antes de retirarse. La pareja decidió adoptar un niño al que llamaron Cameron. La familia era considerada discreta pero amigable. Se dice que sus padres siempre fueron cálidos y apoyaban a su hijo en cualquier situación. A Cameron se le describía como una persona solitaria. También era bastante callado, pero educado. Él tenía autismo y muchos otros trastornos mentales, incluyendo el trastorno por déficit de atención con hiperactividad. El 20 de noviembre de 2016, Cameron, de 22 años, atacó y mató a sus padres adoptivos con una espada de madera y un cuchillo dentro de su propia casa. Después de un intento fallido de escapar del país, Cameron realizó una llamada al 911, reportando lo que había hecho. La policía de Montreal capturó a Rogers y un día después lo interrogó la detective Theresa Kelm de la Unidad de Investigación de Homicidios de Ottawa. Esta entrevista que veremos fue utilizada como evidencia en su juicio por asesinato en primer grado.
Okay, so how you doing?
Good.
Good, you're okay?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember my name?
No.
You just met me for the first time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. So my name's Teresa.
Okay.
I'm with the Ottawa Police, and I'm a police officer, and I work in the Major Crime Unit, all right? So I met you for the very first time today, right? Just a few minutes ago, you were in your cells. I was with another officer, and we escorted you here, and we told you to bring your blanket, because as you can tell, it's a little chilly in this room, right? Okay. These rooms are recorded. Okay, so since it's being recorded, I'm just going to indicate today's date and time. It's Tuesday, November 29th, and it's 6:30 in the morning. And your name is? Cameron Rogers?
Yes.
With an S, right?
Yes.
Right, okay, my name's Teresa Kelm. I'm a police officer. And just before we get going, it's my duty to make sure that you understand why you're here, okay? Those are your rights, okay? You have rights when you're under arrest, and so I want to make sure that you understand what your rights are, okay? To be fair to you, all right? So, do you understand that you're under arrest right now? Okay, and what do you believe you're under arrest for?
Killing my parents.
Okay, so that's called, it's first degree murder, okay? So when people are under arrest, they have rights, and it's my duty to explain them to you. So you have the right to retain and instruct counsel. Okay, so that means you can call any lawyer you wish, all right? If you don't have a lawyer, you can call legal aid. It's 1-800-265-0451 is a toll-free number that will put you in contact with a legal aid duty lawyer. Now, I think that's the Ontario number. I'm sure there's a Quebec number, and we can facilitate that call.
I had already called.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to talk to a lawyer again?
No.
No?
It's all sorted out so far.
All right.
Yeah.
So, if at any time during this interview you want to talk to a lawyer again, I want you to tell me, okay? Is there a reason why you didn't want to talk to another one again?
Not really, but I mean, I already talked to one. I don't want to talk to another one. I don't see why I'd have to talk to two.
Okay, I just want you to make sure that you understand that if you want to, because the charges you're facing are very serious, and I want to make sure that you understand that if you want to speak to a lawyer, that you can. Okay. The other thing I want to explain to you, and I've already explained this to you, is that the room's being recorded, right? And anything, you don't have to say anything to me. You don't have to answer any of my questions, but anything that you say to me, it's being recorded, and that can be used in court as evidence against you. Do you understand that? Okay, so you don't have to say anything to me, but if you do, we can use that in evidence against you at a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing is, how have you been treated so far by the officers here?
Well, they're not mean, and they're not nice. I mean, they're just neutral.
Okay, all right. And what do you mean by neutral? Like, what?
Well, I mean, they're not nice and they're not mean. I mean, like they're just fine.
They're just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though it would be nice to have some toilet paper.
There's no toilet paper in there?
No. But that's probably
okay.
Graham.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are here because I'm not from Montreal. I'm from Ottawa. I can certainly ask them, but I can't make you any promises whether or not we can get it because I'm just kind of like a visitor right now. You got that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to verify how you'd been treated by the officers. Did anybody make any promises? Like in terms of, and by promise I mean that telling you that if you say something to the police, we're going to give you a reward or we're going to give you a deal. No? Okay. No. I just want to make sure because police officers aren't allowed to do that, all right? Yeah. So remember when I came in here, I said I want to make sure that you understand your rights. I want to make sure that you've been treated fairly, and that's important to me. Okay? So nobody's made any promises. Has anybody threatened you? That you better say something to the police, otherwise we're going to do this to you or that? No? Okay. So that's important to me too. So I just wanted to make sure if anybody had, that shouldn't influence you in talking to me today. Okay? Now there's some water there. Do you get thirsty when you talk?
No.
I do. So I'm going to have some. If you want some, you just you help yourself, okay? You've eaten, they gave you some food?
Yes.
La detective Kelm no solo ha realizado su obligación legal de informar a Cameron sobre sus derechos, sino que al mismo tiempo ha logrado establecer rapport de manera efectiva con él. Esto significa que a través de su comportamiento, tono, lenguaje verbal como no verbal, ha logrado establecer cierta confianza al mostrarse como una persona que parece interesarse por su bienestar. En primera instancia podría parecernos extraño el trato tan amable y considerado que se le da a alguien que ha cometido semejante crimen. Pero es importante entender que sin esta conexión empática, sería mucho más difícil conseguir la información crucial o posible confesión de un sospechoso dentro de un interrogatorio policial, ya que Cameron se muestra más tranquilo y siente que la detective es una persona de fiar, se torna más abierto en sus respuestas siguientes.
I've been working in the homicide unit since 2009, and I've never seen anybody that's reported it to the police the way you did, okay? And that tells me that you're somebody with a conscience and realized what you had done and decided that you needed to do the right thing, all right? What happened before is happened, right? You can't do anything more about it. But what you do have control over is today and tomorrow, right? And when you talk about how the closest person to you is your father, that tells me that there's a reason why this happened, okay? And we want to understand why that happened. Okay, like what set you off? I know there was a lot of pressure going on, like there was the schooling, having to do work at home, not being able to get any money. Something triggered you to go off. And you know, that's what we're trying to understand. You know, there's it seems like something that's not you, because you've never had any dealings with the police. So it doesn't happen very often that you have someone like you that's not had any dealings with the police, and boom, here you are with the murder of your parents. Okay, we know that you called 911 and you reported it yourself. Okay, so that says a lot about you as a person, that you know what to do. You made a mistake, and you're saying, okay, well now I need to do something about it. So you've basically taken control of that situation. But it's what caused you to get there. Whose fault? Like, is it your parents that were pushing you and you're shaking no?
Well, I'm not saying it's not my parents' fault, but I'm not saying it's not my fault. I mean,
Right.
I shouldn't have done it, which is obvious. But like I don't want to place the blame, so like I can't really say that like my parents were putting pressure, but they were. But I mean, that's no account for, you know, doing the deed.
But you know, when we're under pressure, I've been under pressure, we've all been under pressure. And sometimes when we're under pressure, it's not us that's reacting. It's the pressure that's reacting, right? I've done things when I'm under pressure that I'm thinking, what the heck was I thinking? It's out of character. And I'm getting the feeling, what I'm hearing from you is that you were under a lot of pressure, and that's how you chose to deal with it. You know, and I respect what you're saying, is that yeah, ultimately you're the one that did the deed, but there's something that caused you to want to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's something that caused you to feel that that's the solution that you needed to do to deal with the pressure.
I guess.
Yeah. So no, that's okay. I mean, it's logical to me. It makes sense. So other than your parents putting pressure on you with school and not wanting you to work and wanting you to work around the house, what else were they doing that was adding to this stress?
I don't know. I mean, other than no money and having to go into a program for 3 years that I didn't want to go into, I don't know, like, what else there would be. Like, I can't think of anything.
What else was missing, do you find, in your life that you could attribute to your...
Well, I might have felt, or I might have thought at the time that I was lonely, but then after I killed them, I didn't really feel lonely. Well, I felt more lonely because, anyway, that's irrelevant, but I mean, realized that it was the wrong choice, but anyway.
Yeah. What did you feel you would accomplish by killing them?
Nothing.
Nothing, eh? Okay. And what caused you to just do this?
I don't know. It was like it was, I guess, the spur of the moment. Like it was just I don't know what made me do it. It was just like I don't even know why I did it. Even that I think back to it now, I don't even know why I chose to do it.
Cameron acaba de admitir abiertamente que asesinó a sus padres. Ya no tenía por qué intentar ocultar sus razones o sus sentimientos, pero aún así no muestra un conflicto emocional al respecto. Sí presenta cierta confusión acerca de la lógica detrás de sus acciones, mas no se le ve triste, enojado o hasta feliz por haber logrado asesinarlos, algo que normalmente se podría distinguir en un homicida, sobre todo si las víctimas eran tan cercanas a él, Algunos podrían argumentar que se encontraba reprimiendo esas memorias para tratar de separarse del estrés que le había producido vivirlas, pero no podemos estar seguros de esto. Él tenía un entendimiento de lo que sucedió, pero no parece tener una razón clara de por qué sucedió, o qué esperaba lograr con ello. Cameron atacó primero a su madre con una espada de madera, y cuando su padre corrió a detener el ataque, lo empezó a apuñalar también. Cuando la espada se rompió, utilizó 3 diferentes cuchillos para apuñalarlos repetidamente. Dave murió por una herida en su espalda que le perforó un pulmón, pero Meryl no murió hasta 30 minutos después del ataque.
How did you do it?
It was involving 1 or 2 knives and a stick.
In a stick, okay. And where did you kill them?
In our kitchen.
In your kitchen, okay, all right. And what was going on right before you killed them?
I was chopping melon.
Sorry?
I was
Chopping
melon.
melon?
Yeah.
Okay, and where were your parents in relation to you at that point?
My mom was doing something else in the kitchen,
Okay,
and my dad was somewhere else in the house.
okay. And then what happened?
Do I have to talk about this? I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, well, why don't we talk about something else for a while, okay? I know that's upsetting you. Why don't we talk about how did they get to the outside?
I put them there.
You put them there, okay. And when did you put them there?
After they died.
Okay.
I didn't want I didn't want my mom's brothers or any friends to come and see them like that.
Okay. Well, that was good of you. Clearly, you were concerned for them, for the family members not seeing them, eh? Okay. And how did you get them out to the back?
I had to I dragged my mom in a tarp.
Okay.
And then I put my dad in a suitcase.
Okay.
And then pulled him out.
Okay. And how did you get him in a suitcase?
Well, I sort of rolled him into it.
Okay. All right. Did you have to do anything to get him into the suitcase? Or?
Well, it wasn't like a perfect fit. I didn't make him fit.
Okay.
It wasn't like.
Okay. All right. And how long did you remain in the house after the...
A week.
A week? Okay. And where were they for that 1 week?
Well, for a day they were wherever they got killed.
Okay.
And then after that was spent taking them out to the backyard and then cleaning up a little bit.
Okay.
So it wasn't, blood all over the place.
For sure, yeah. Because you didn't want any family members to see that. So I know you're cutting melons, and that was about at 11 o'clock on the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
What caused you to do that? Like, it was something said or done or...
No, it was literally just a spur of the moment. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, took me 50 minutes of going back and forth about to do it and then not to do it.
Okay, all right. What was causing you to want to do it? Why is it you're thinking you wanted to do it?
I don't remember.
Okay, all right. And what were the plans that day?
The plans was to do some studying and then go to the restaurant for the party.
For the party, okay. All right. And your mom, you said she was in the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where was your dad?
He was somewhere else, and I don't know exactly.
Okay. Can you just explain to me how your dad, did it both happen in the kitchen? Okay. How does your dad end up in the kitchen?
Well, when I did my mom, he kept running, and then I did him.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. And how long did it take?
What do you mean?
Like before your mom, like how long did you?
Well, my dad didn't take very long, but my mom took a long time.
Okay.
And it was really hard because she was in pain, and I wanted it to stop, and I couldn't make it stop. And I felt so bad because she was in pain, and I wanted her not to be in pain, but I couldn't stop it. And it went for the whole night.
And what?
It took the whole night for her to die.
Oh, did it? And how do you know that it took the whole night?
I don't know exactly, but I mean, I went to my room, and she was still in pain. I could hear her, but then in the morning, it was done.
Okay. And can I ask a question? Why is it then, after, when you realized she was in pain, why didn't you call 911?
Well, I knew it was too late.
Okay. And what do you mean by it was too late?
The wounds were too bad.
Por primera vez, Rogers muestra algo de angustia acerca de la situación. Lo interesante es que no está precisamente afectado por el hecho de haber matado a su madre. Lo que le afecta es que le haya tomado tanto tiempo morir. También menciona que no tenía punto llamar a una ambulancia, pues las heridas eran muy graves. Pero hay que recordar que la madre estuvo 30 minutos en el suelo de la cocina, batallando por su vida, dándole suficiente tiempo para recibir ayuda médica de emergencia.
What were you thinking when you were doing this to them?
No, like when I was moving them.
No, when you were actually stabbing them and hitting them.
I don't remember exactly what I was thinking, but I don't think I was thinking anything. Maybe it was just adrenaline or something.
Okay.
Or just
But were you
scared.
feeling angry? Were you feeling...
I don't think I was feeling angry. Maybe, no, actually, I don't think I was feeling actually any anger.
Yeah. Okay.
Which sounds actually really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, and I think that's what I was saying, that like it took me like 50 minutes of going back and forth of thinking to do it and then not thinking I shouldn't do it, and you know, then I finally did it, but it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was I wasn't like out of anger, like I don't think.
So
I mean,
what was the
I
purpose
I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it. It was like I think, like, it's not that I wasn't doing it for anger, but at the moment when I did it, I wasn't feeling really angry.
Okay.
Maybe it was just the fact that it took me like maybe at the beginning I was angry, but then doing the 50 minutes of about to do it and then not doing it, and then like I mean, like when I say not doing it, I mean like chickening out. You know.
Right. At the beginning, I told you that you didn't have to talk to me, and you did.
Yeah.
I just would
Wasn't
like.
supposed to.
Well, that's okay, but why is it then that you decided to talk to me?
Because I did something bad, and I want to, you know, be honest about it, and you know, I feel that I should, you know, get in, you know, in trouble, you know, more like finish this
Oh, I see
trouble.
what you mean. Okay.
You know, like.
I see. Okay. And how do you feel now that you've come out and told us about it?
Well, I feel slightly better, but I mean, it's not over yet.
No, it's not. No. Okay. All right. And do you feel that, did I threaten you at all? No. And I didn't make you any promises, or no? All right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we understood that. And you know, it's I know it wasn't easy, you know, telling me the truth. I want to thank you for telling me and explaining this to me. Yeah, I think we have a pretty good understanding of what's transpired now.
Es difícil comprender exactamente qué salió mal en el caso de Cameron Rogers. Claramente es un individuo que, además de los trastornos psicológicos que tenía ya diagnosticados, tenía otros que no recibieron el tratamiento necesario. Él se entregó a las autoridades. Entendió que había hecho algo incorrecto, pero sí intentó escapar del país y esconder los cuerpos antes de hacerlo. Según sus explicaciones, en ningún momento actuó por odio o enojo, y no fue algo planeado. Actualmente, Cameron Rogers está cumpliendo su sentencia en una prisión en Canadá. Se mantuvo callado durante el juicio, pues explicaba que su autismo le hacía difícil comunicarse en situaciones de estrés, y se le sentenció a cadena perpetua sin posibilidad de solicitar libertad condicional por al menos 20 años. Cameron podrá solicitar libertad condicional en 2038 y tendrá 44 años de edad para entonces. Si disfrutaste el video, dale like, suscríbete al canal o compártelo con tus amigos. Deja un comentario acerca del video o recomienda algo que te gustaría ver. También puedes dejar tu me gusta en nuestra página de Facebook, El Barco de Caronte. Gracias.